What's up, everybody? Still here in Barcelona. The Wi-Fi is doing great, so I'm going to do one more lesson. We do a little bit of comping. I'm going to get into theory again. Like I said, I'm going to touch on this a little bit, but a really cool way to comp over a 12-bar blues and get a little theoretical. So let's just take a shuffle, okay? So if I'm in A, which is my go-to, right, and I have this, right, normal shuffle. What I really have is my A, my E, my 1 and my 5. It's very hard stance A, you know? If I bring this up to the 6, for that shuffle, my 1, my 6 touches a little bit on the 4 chord. And what I mean by that is my 1 and my 5 in A. When I go to my 1 and my 6 for that shuffle, the 1 and the 6 actually becomes the 5 and the major third of the D, the 4 chord. All right, so it kind of touches on the 4 chord, but not as abrasive as if I did this. Power chord at A, power chord on D. Not that harsh, okay? So it just touches a little bit on it. Now we also do the shuffle up to the flat 7 and back down again. So we got our 1 and 5, 1 and 6, 1 and flat 7, and that gives us that dominant sound. Now in that shuffle, it's great because we don't really hit the major third because the blues is always about toying with major and minor, right? So you just have this nice shuffle sound. So let's get into some cooler ways to play this. The cooler way to play this is if you're comping, is going to be this. Now, I always try to leave the 5 out unless it's absolutely necessary. In a shuffle, right, it's very necessary. It's not always necessary if we're going to comp. So let's get into this, and I've done these voicings before, but we're going to take this in A, right, on our 5th fret, 5th fret E string, nothing on our A string, 5th fret on our D string, just our flat 7, 1, flat 7, major third. Now what I love about this voicing is if I switch, what I'm doing is I'm taking this, flat 7, bringing it down to the 6, and back to the flat 7 again, right? So it's got a little bit of that shuffle sound, right? So I got... Same when I move to the 4 chord, right? Anywhere you are, but this is our D, so that's our 4 chord. Right, you lift up, we have our 1, major third, flat 7. Now if I bar down here, that flat 7 on the 5th fret turns to a 6, and then back up to a flat 7. Right, so we're not actually, we're only using the root note as the root note, which is, I know that sounds strange, but I'm never really getting up to the root note as far as the extensions are concerned. Just staying within this little... Same if I move up to the 5. Now obviously that 1 is going to be the only one where you're really going to have to switch fingers. Everything else you can just kind of like bar behind, right? So instead of doing a 5th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, right? 1 major third, flat 7, 1 major third, 6, flat 7, 6. So something to kind of work with as you're comping. Now, I keep saying 6. Let me just hammer in this theory real quick. That's 6, still technically a 13. All right. The reason is once that flat third, once that flat 7 really comes in, right, that sets it up as a dominant. So if I do this, right, even though once I go down to that 6 and back to the flat 7, that flat 7 is not there. That it just setting it up as a dominant means that it's still an A13. All right, I want you guys to grasp that, because if I just do this, not this chord, and just do the 1, major third, and 6, that changes. But because I lay the groundwork and play that flat 7, that's technically an A13. Like we said, anytime that there's an A13 means it's actually an A7 with a 6 because the 13 is the 6th extension. All right, I really want to hammer that in because that has helped me so much in guiding my my chordal playing. Okay, again, I thought this lesson was going to be like 2 minutes and ends up being like super long. So I'm trying to get a little bit of theory. That's what my teacher did. I'll just touch a theory on every lesson. So I hope you guys like it. If you don't get the theory, let me know. I can go through it. But it doesn't even matter because you could just do this. Right, still something cool to do. So check it out. Obviously, I'm trying to get these lessons as quick as possible. So if anything needs to be explained, message me, guys, and I will explain it. Thank you so much.